Hey, what up, fam? This is SOAR Lebbie, host Africans in Tech, where we're building bridges and shaping futures in tech. On our whiteboard session today, we got my guy Tike. He's going to be talking about SIEM, which is basically like a SOAR SIEM automation tool all-in-one that does a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm really excited today to listen to my boy Tike talk about this. So you, bro.
My name is Tike Awe. I had the privilege of, getting introduced to a tool called SIEM. Which basically is Extended Security Intelligence Automation Management Tool. It's a very powerful tool where it's a modern day SOC tool, which gives you eyes or leverage into like a couple of different things all in one. It's a one-stop shop for SOAR SIEM and playbooks. So they all work hand in hand to basically encourage and boost your security system in a company, depending on how large your SOC environment may be. But it's a one-stop shop for all of that. One of their competitors is Splunk. So in the Splunk world, they have Splunk Enterprise Security, where they do all their security work for SOC work. SIEM is a bigger, better tool that does all of that for you all in one shop. So XOR, you can create your playbooks, you can do your content development, security content in terms of correlation rules, to protect your environment, whether it is security use cases like brute force attack, advanced hunting attack information. You can do all of that in SIEM. So you can create like certain scenarios where you want a playbook to basically run some information for you based off like something that has been triggered. One of an example I can give is a security use case that I worked on. Basically, it's an alert that shows when certain users copy files to USB devices. Like, how certain companies, they don't want you to take your stuff out. So I wrote a correlation rule where it was monitoring individuals within the company that, when they were transferring files to a USB device or, downloading files from a USB device. So you can write the correlation from the SIEM aspect and have a playbook generate some information based off that correlation. So it works hand in hand. It's a very, very powerful and beautiful tool.
Awesome, man. How do you deploy it out? Like if you
so basically, they have agents as well, where you have like Windows agents, and then you have like Linux agents that you can deploy to those respective operating systems. But at the same time, it can ingest data from different forms. There's a couple of things that you have to do inside of the tool for you to like ingest certain data sets. One way to ingest a data set, like whether it's like JSON, you have to create like profiles basically. And then you have to let it know what type of data set that you're going to be pulling from it. And at the same time, you have to like also set up like, the format, the time format information within that profile. So when you ingest the data, it is presented in a certain way. And you can also play with like with the data set before you actually, it's fully live. You can manipulate it as well. And it connects to different inventories. It pulls all the information, performance logs, all the metrics that you can think of. It pulls everything based off all the inventory that have agents deployed to it. And also just similar to Splunk, how you have like applications where add-ons that you use to pull data. SIEM has something similar to that. So you can install certain types of applications, whether it's O365, Azure Defender, advanced hunting, to pull data, basically to onboard data into the tool.
That's dope, man.
It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
So if somebody wanted to play with it for free, is there like a free version of it?
That I'm not completely sure of if it's completely free. In comparison to Splunk, where you can download and play with it on your own, SIEM, you might not be able to do that. I haven't been in a situation where I've tried to download it for free or play with it for free. I had the privilege of having the full access to the tool.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then the playbooks that you built, does it matter what language you build it in?
For the most part, I saw people using different languages actually.
Yeah.
But I think the majority of it was it Python?
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to shadow like a lot of people that were doing playbooks. They just had me focusing on SIEM.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so everything SIEM related, onboarding, correlation rules, alerts, dashboards, in their terms, widgets.
Yeah.
And then content development for the most part.
Gotcha. Yeah, when I was XIM, it used to be formerly the Cortex. When I was working there, they use Python a lot for their playbooks. I think they also use Bash and a few other things, but most of the stuff they wanted folks to convert all their scripts to Python. So I don't know if it uses any other languages. For those who are more versed than us, you can comment in the comment section about that. But yeah, no, this is really cool.
Yeah.
In terms of like a licensing model, how does it? Do you know how?
Oh, it works similar to Splunk too.
Okay.
It basically the amount of data that you ingest, it lets you know too if you're going over your license. You pay by license as well.
Gotcha.
They charge you to depending on how much data you're ingesting.
Okay.
So it reflects
per day.
Yeah, it reflects it as well.
Gotcha.
I think you have like tiers.
Gotcha.
Tiers that you can buy and then you can increase and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think they're more lenient in comparison to Splunk.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it kind of lets you know, it has like a full dashboard platform that lets you know if you're going over a certain amount.
Gotcha.
Before they start like charging you extra and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So what we're talking about is like if you wanted to download, or not even download, but if you wanted to work with the tool, depending on how much data that you're monitoring and you're kind of like securing, is going to be how much it's going to cost per day to be able to do that. So there's a license that they give you that says, hey, if you go over 1 gig, 50 gigs, 1 terabyte, whatever it is, that's going to be sort of what you allotted. So for those who are looking to get into cybersecurity, your Windows laptop may generate, depending on how active you're doing stuff, may generate 500 megs or up to 1 gig of data per day, depending on how active you are. So think about if you have like 500 or 5,000 employees.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's that starts adding very, very quickly.
Yeah, adds up.
Yeah, and then not only that, you may want to monitor not just their general Win event logs, their web activity. You may want to see what else they're doing, like with SAML, if it's you have SAML integrations and other things like that. So the beauty about this platform is it streamlines all those things in one place, and then that playbook is able to now,
it works hand in
do certain
hand.
actions. Yeah.
It has like it's a full analytic tool.
Yeah.
So it does everything for you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Cool, man. So, bro, if people wanted to get in touch with you to like ask more questions around like XIM or even just in general like SOAR type tools, how can they get in touch with you, man?
So you can reach out to me on LinkedIn or Instagram. LinkedIn, Tike Awe, Tike, last name AWE. You can reach out to me on Instagram, Nijkid, Naijkid. Feel free, message me. I'll get back to you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
No problem.
Yeah, we'll have TK's contact information or social media handles at the bottom of wherever you're watching this, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or wherever. We'll have his information there. And if you have any questions, in addition to that, you can hit us up at africansinTechnology@gmail.com. Again, it's africansinTechnology@gmail.com. My name is SOAR Lebbie. This is Africans in Tech. We're building bridges and shaping futures in tech. All right, fam.